Filipino baby girl wrapped up in pink, like a rapper wrapped up in what he's thinking of. Wrap me in your love. Come get next to me, girl. Hold me in your arms. Tell me that you love me forever and a day. Let me feel your body. Feel it close to mine. I wanna make you loving to you all the time. I've tried breaking it. I've tried breaking it. I've tried shaking it. Well, I can't get you off of my mind. Oh, wrap me in your love, baby. Oh, wrap me in your love, girl. Oh, wrap me in your love, baby. Oh, wrap me in your love, girl. Say you are my lady. Say you are my lady. And I'm the only one. Say you are my baby. Say that I'm your morning sun. Come get next to me, girl. Hold me in your arms. Tell me that you love me forever and a day. I've tried breaking it. I've tried breaking it. I've tried shaking it. Well, I can't get you off of my mind. Oh, wrap me in your love, baby. Oh, wrap me in your love, girl. Oh, wrap me in your love, baby. Oh, wrap me in your love, girl. Like candy paper, you're so sweet. Wrapped in your love is what I wanna be. Like aluminum foil, your love is strong. With you around me, baby, I can never go wrong. Like cellophane, your love clings to my heart. Nothing in this world can ever tear us apart. Like a cold hand in a warm glove, wrap me up in your love. Come get next to me, girl. Hold me in your arms. Tell me that you love me forever and a day. Wanna feel your body. Feel it close to mine. Wanna make it loving to you all the time. I've tried breaking it. I've tried faking it. I've tried shaking it. But I can't get you off of my mind. Oh, wrap me in your love, baby. Oh, wrap me in your love.
Okay, hi, I'm Yolanda with Hometown Showcase, and we have something exciting and fresh for you. We have Emmett North Jr. back with us today from California. How's it been treating you up there?
That's not too bad, especially since I'm getting another label now. They seem like they're pretty interested and they love it, and they want to manufacture, produce, and distribute my stuff.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit about that. You have a record now, right now, that's going from
one
transitional
company to
period.
another company. I was with the label. I wasn't signed with this label, but I was part of a production project, which this album was. And for me to sign with this new label, they need to get the licensing rights from the label in London. And we've been negotiating with the guy in London, and he wanted X amounts of thousands of dollars, so I told my guy to try and talk him down more, because we have to approach the new record label with getting the money for the rights. And so we talked to the guy back and forth about it, and we called Orlando and told him what the guy wanted for the rights. They said, we'll pay it. And then when they said, we'll pay it, I realized these guys are serious. So they must really like my stuff.
You're going from one record label to what is called now Rip It
Records.
Okay, tell us a little bit about that.
What I know about Rip It Records is there is a big convention, big black music convention every year called Jack the Rapper. And Jack Gibson, actually, I think is from Cincinnati. He's not really a rapper, but he was one of the first black disc jockeys in the area. And he's had conventions, I guess, for the past 20 years where all the radio stations, all the artists, all the promotions people, the marketing people come together to see if they can create new talent or see what new talents come to the convention. And this guy, Jack Gibson, Jack the Rapper, is the guy's grandfather that owns the label. Or his nephew owns the label that I'm on. So his family's already in the entertainment business. And they've been explaining to me they wasn't as big as RCA, MCA, but they have banks that's backing them financially. So I'm ready to rock and roll.
So then, in other words, the industry is doing pretty good for you.
Well, right now, I tell you, I've been doing this now, trying to get my own stuff out for the past 15 years, between here and London. And finally, at last, that someone has decided they love my stuff enough to spend the money.
Now, you're a jazz artist. Let me ask you, what motivated you for your jazz flavor versus R&B?
Well, I started out playing gospel. As a kid, I started playing guitar, I guess about 11 or 12. My mother sang gospel, all my aunts and uncles sang gospel. My mother's sisters and herself played piano or organ. And by being around the church, I saw a lot of my other friends, parents and uncles and stuff in gospel groups. And that's where I started seeing guitars being used, and bass and drums. And I said, hey, this might be for me. And I started picking up a guitar. And I went from there to playing with a blues singer in Dayton. Played blues for a while. I started playing blues when I was about 13. I was in the club at 13. My mother used to say, look, don't let him drink, and pay him and you bring him home. So that's what used to happen.
You know, on a previous interview, the last time you were here, you said you started out, your very first guitar was cardboard.
Well, there was a thing where I was growing up, I used to love electric trains. I used to get electric trains every Christmas. And I had an uncle who was always watching American Bandstand, and I would see Chuck Berry. I'd see a bunch of other artists on there that were black that I didn't know, but I liked the music. And I decided, well, maybe I better start checking this music out. So instead of a electric train, I asked for a guitar the following Christmas. And I got a guitar. Like I said, it was worth maybe about 15 or 20 bucks. It's made out of pasteboard, cardboard, and plastic, and wood. And that was the beginning, you know, of me messing with the guitar itself, but I actually didn't learn until I come to Dayton, because I was born in Middletown. And that's it so far. I've met a lot of people in Dayton, in bands and in the entertainment business. So I think that's how I evolved into this. But before I could play instrument, I was writing lyrics in the 5th grade. And I used to stand, you know, after last day of school, the teacher said, well, everybody do something, and I would stand up with a broom and sing a song, you know, and act like I had a guitar. And eventually I started learning to write songs on my own when I learned to play.
Now, some of your California distributors, we just want to put that out there for the people to know that you have KJLH Records.
No, that's a radio station.
Out in California. It's owned by Stevie Wonder. We have, I hear you're booming in Detroit. Chicago.
And we're just waiting for Dayton to pick it up, you know.
We're going to wrap up our interview with Emmett North. Okay, I want to thank you so very much for coming out with us today, Emmett. And we just wanted everybody out there to know that we're playing Emmett on WROU, WDAO. He's getting terrific airtime in Detroit, Chicago, Philadelphia, California. So we want you to watch out for this video, this tape, In the Zone, okay? Get it while it's hot. The video will be coming out. And we're going to wrap this up. I want to thank you again. This is Yolanda coming from Hometown Showcase. Stay tuned. We'll be back with some more Hometown Showcase videos. Peace out.
Wanna make it loving to you all the time. I'm trying